Raptors' first game after the trade. Thank you, Mr. Norman Powell. The Raptors' first game after the trade, after Norman Powell gets traded to Portland for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. The Raptors had their new players make their debut today. And you know what? Not much to see here. Rodney Hood, not many opportunities to make his impact. And Gary Trent Jr. did look like he had a good pull-up jump shot. But a 4 of 11 game from him, not really efficient. Looking for him to be more of a catch-and-shoot guy going forward, because the Raptors need to set him up and he'll be like a knockdown shooter from what I've seen from him in his career. But the Raptors, you know what? This game was tight. The Raptors got all the way up until a one-possession game near the end of the game. But then Chris Paul's craftiness draws some free throws and makes them get a little bit of distance before icing the game off. A key possession late. Pascal Siakam goes one-on-one against DeAndre Ayton and gets blocked. And you know what? If Raptors set some screens for him or he draws some free throws, it's a different game because they would have been tied. But that was a key clutch possession, and Pascal Siakam came up short. But another possession in that final 1.5 2 minutes was Gary Trent wide open three, and he just airballs it completely, hits the backboard on the other side. And those are two possessions which Raptors would gladly take back and actually get more like decent shots. But you know what? That's how the game was, and the Raptors end up losing due to Chris Paul. Chris Paul was amazing tonight, and Devin Booker, just ice. He just hit some tough shots tonight, and DeAndre Ayton was unguardable down there since the Raptors really don't have that many bigs who can really play big. Aaron Baines did a decent job during the game, but in the pace and space that the game was going on with, Aaron Baines was getting picked apart. And DeAndre Ayton, for all as big as he is, he's quite agile and really spread the floor. He has a decent jumper, and he's good at catching alley-oops. So the Raptors really couldn't guard him. That Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton pick and roll was unstoppable. And the Raptors had trouble guarding that all game long, and the Suns, took advantage. A few things that I got to note down from this game. The Raptors are bottom 5 in the NBA in terms of bench, and bottom 5 in the NBA in rebounding. And those are the two main reasons the Raptors lost this game. Portland, 31 points off their bench. Raptors, 18. And you know what? No Paul Watson and no DeAndre Bembry. Both guys out due to COVID health and safety protocols. Really could use some more bodies on this team. I understand why the Raptors made that Norman Powell for Gary Trent and Rodney Hood trade. You need more bodies that you can throw on the floor. And Rodney Hood shows you that he can score in the post. And might be a nice little sprinkle to have to the Raptors' offensive game plan. But he's got to be more efficient and got to look to be a little bit more aggressive, because we're missing that from Norman Powell. And Gary Trent doesn't really drive as often as Norman Powell did. So we're going to need somebody to start driving more often and, creating for other guys just to replace that, the output that Norman Powell leaves behind. But the Raptors, for all that they did in this game, the rebounding is the main problem. Just cannot get a rebound. And the last, I think, 2 or 3 possessions in the game, when Devin Booker takes a shot to ice the game, OG Anunoby sticks with him, guards him well, forces him to a tough shot. And the Raptors had an opportunity to tie it, but before they can get a timeout and start their play, they couldn't get the rebound once again. And that was just a representative of how bad this team sucks at rebounding. And with Van Vliet and Lowry on the court, you're disadvantaged. But without a real center who can actually box out and rebound, like Pascal Siakam did a good job rebounding, but he can't box out a center like DeAndre Ayton. So Lowry has to help out there, and it takes a weird bounce, and Mikal Bridges gets onto the basketball and kicks it out, and then they ice it with free throws. It sucks. This team cannot rebound. They have no bench, and they have no big man. 3 fatal flaws, and this team still is searching for a big man that can be consistent, a lineup that can be consistent defensively and offensively. And it's going to be a struggle. Your MVP tonight was Pascal Siakam's 26 and 11. A solid game, good playmaking, good scoring, got to the line a lot. But the Raptors come up short. And the losing stretch keeps on going. The Raptors have lost a lot of games recently. And you know what? Just got to look to make a run. Because you're still 3-4 games out of that 10th spot, which you can, jump in and get the play-in game to make the playoffs. But Raptors got to keep chipping away. Let me know what you guys think of tonight's game. Comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next time, guys. Peace.